Develop the mind of a learner. Look at the setbacks as ways to advance. Rather than thinking of conflict in a negative light, think of it as a chance to improve and gain knowledge. Be willing to reflect on and examine your actions and shortcomings in an accepting manner. Start your digging. As them. What are the deeper root causes? How do you relate to this problem? Tell what made you this way. Which of your principles or beliefs was the situation in question opposed to? Which emotions were most powerful, and how did those feelings affect your behavior? Self-examination is an important aspect of self-improvement, which includes figuring out your triggers and habits, where sincerity plays a vital role. So, ask yourself the different sectors you want to improve in, from thought to action. Going back to normal activities should not be difficult. Alter your suggestions into constructive recommendations. Did you group struggles with communication? Then maybe you should try improving your one's listening skills. Did they have very aggressive sentiments? Explore recollection meditation as one approach to better manage your emotions. Always seek for advice and for feedback. It is important to consider things from trustworthy people. Do not forget to highlight the importance of a good friend, counselor, or mentor who will support your growth and challenges while providing an objective perspective. Discussing specific incidents or issues with an external person can broaden your scope of understanding and reverse some of the irresponsibility. Modification in oneself takes place in stages. Therefore, you should practice tolerance for yourself. There is a need to set realistic expectations. The process of improving oneself is gradual. Stay focused and motivated towards the goals you have set for yourself. Always learn from your mistakes and celebrate small wins along the way. By accepting this philosophy, you may transform disagreement into a positive tool that assists you in self-discovery. It may transform into a powerful catalyst for self-discovery and constructive change. You rise from destruction and become stronger, wiser, and more prepared to face your challenges head-on. Remember that it is possible to learn and improve and develop further. Even the harshest situations offer the opportunity to inch closer to the finest version of yourself. 12th, setting boundaries. Now imagine watching waves calmly breaking on a white sandy beach with soft sand under your feet. But wait, there is someone who is getting too close and annoying you. There is a delicate balance between the person invading your space and your emotional well-being. The 12th Stoic technique involves setting boundaries and being able to defend your inner peace and well-being using anger and aggression. We are not disturbed by the actions, but the perception of it. We have to remember from Epictetus, simply because people will do as they wish, it does not mean there is nothing we can do or how we choose to respond. Establishing boundaries of the things that we will allow ourselves and those things that we will not help in safeguarding us from negativity and strengthening relationships. Let us look at the steps to implement this Stoic concept into real life. Start with understanding your inner guidance. Decide your values and requirements. Engage in activities that matter to you and set boundaries. What actions will equal your core values? What actions will drain your energy or infringe on your comfort zone? These self-established boundaries will form the basis of effective communication. Use concise and polite expression. Conversations are built on words and not barriers. Avoid vague comments and passive-aggressive behaviors. Use I statements to firmly and directly express your needs and feelings while outlining your boundaries. And don't forget, politeness takes cooperation and understanding a long way. The magic secret here is poise. Once you determine the edges, Never ever allow yourself to feel bad. Avoid conflict by refining the boundaries, not changing them. You earn respect from others and gain self-respect by actually sticking to the borders you've drawn. Brace yourself for counteractions. You should bear in mind that opposition will exist even for properly set boundaries. Anticipate pushback by kindly rephrasing the cost and rationale of turning down the request. Remember that by setting boundaries, you give yourself power. Self-care is liberating. Setting limits is essential for your emotional and mental well-being. You protect your space and energy to create an environment where you can thrive. Spearheaded by goal number 1 from Seneca himself. Embracing this Stoic concept builds a lighthouse that guides you and other people towards greater respect, open communication, and ultimately more fulfilling and gratifying relationships. Recall that boundaries provide you with the ability to exist unencumbered by walls in a world rich in privacy, admiration, and inner peace. It is a manifestation of self-compassion. 13. Remember, you control your reactions. Picture a tornado of sorts, waves crashing into one another, winds howling uncontrollably, and while all of this is taking place, I am in the eye of the storm. The intensity of the storm is mind-boggling and unfathomable, but at the end of the day, I am in the eye of the storm. I get to choose how to react. Stoics preferred to have control over their emotions instead of their surroundings, which gives great context to the analogy above. It is the Euclid of Macedonia statement. Real strength comes from dominating our inner world, rather than exerting force over the outside world. While Epictetus had one thing to say, it is a shame for the soul to depend on the body for satisfaction. We, as humans, must strive to achieve some level of inner calm or peace, and working on our dysfunctional reactions is a great start. Whether it's life or a storm, our focus should be on the reactions, which is the level of control we possess. Developing the superpower of Stoicism is understanding what your triggers are. What emotions evoke certain circumstances? Are you irritated due to certain statements or people? The first step to recovery is acceptance. Start here. Acknowledging the triggers is the first step to overcoming them. If these problems do arise, simply breathe. It will, in turn, create space between stimuli and response. Base your actions on careful thought rather than emotions. Take a second, close your eyes, and allow yourself to take in everything around you. This enables you to construct an appropriate plan of action without any emotional turbulence. Change your perspective. Always remember to adjust your viewpoint instead of the events themselves. The manner in which we perceive an event greatly outweighs its occurrence in controlling how we respond to certain situations. Challenge your preconceived ideas and broaden your horizons. What am I able to focus on that is productive? Does this situation even have a solution? Be selective in choosing the appropriate response. Playing an active role is different from being passive. After modifying your self-image, accepting a new perspective and calming down, what options do you have? Let us say responding in sheer rage is not in your favor. What is it that you're trying to achieve? Merely keeping the temperature under control does not warrant success. It is vital to understand that relying on anger further worsens the conditions. Start controlled breathing. Like any other physical skill, controlling your emotions requires conscious effort over a long period of time. Practicing pulling your thoughts in and responding differently on a consistent basis will yield amazing results. You are able to cultivate emotional strength bit by bit. Adopting this Stoic principle does not mean that you become weak. You learn to withstand life's turbulence with courage and poise. Instead of fighting the external world, you conquer your emotions, enabling inner calmness. Remember, the lack of control from the outside, and rather the command over thoughts and emotions, is the true sign of an individual's strength. Therefore, as a Stoic teacher, remain calm under immense pressure, make wise choices, and gracefully tackle life's hurdles. These techniques, which have Stoic roots, foster disagreement without conflict, turning it into opportunities for learning. Most importantly, remember that true success is transforming and emerging stronger rather than dominating your competitors.